Disenchantment, the new Netflix original animated show by Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons and Futurama. So I've been pretty excited for this show because I love Simpsons classic. Not a big fan of the current stuff, but it's not too bad. Love Futurama, so I was really excited to see what Matt Groening could do with this show. So the show follows Bean, Lucy, and Elfo, who is Nelf. It takes place in medieval times, and like I said, it follows Bean. She's a princess who is rebelling against her father. She's a typical teenager who just doesn't, want to do typical teenager things, or she does want to do typical teenager things. She wants to party and have fun, not be tied down in a relationship. But her dad wants to be her to be a good princess, to be this ideal woman, essentially. He wants her to get married for the kingdom, to be not going out and drinking or causing mischief or whatever. So that's pretty much the basis of the show. Elfo is this demon who is connected to her, like she's cursed with him. He follows her around everywhere. It's kind of like the devil on her shoulder, always trying to convince her to do bad things. Elfo is this elf who left his homeland because he didn't really like being happy and he wanted to see the world. And they just kind of get into trouble and stuff because they're friends. And for the most part, that's the story. This is different from Futurama or The Simpsons in a way that a few ways, but one of the main ways is that there is an overarching storyline. It isn't present in every episode, or there might be a little glimpse of it, but essentially they're trying to, or the king Bean's dad is trying to create an elixir of life. We're not told why. We just think he wants to become immortal. So we find out the true reason later, but that's pretty much the plot. The people who curse Bean with Lucy, they come up every once in a while, and they have this big plan for her that we don't really find out this season. But that's pretty much the overarching storyline. It's a very comedic show. It's fun. It's very entertaining. It gets a little serious towards the end. Like I said, it has a storyline, which is kind of different from the rest of the Matt Groening's show. And I have to say, I did enjoy the show. It was fun. It was entertaining. I don't want to say I like it more than Futurama or more than Classic Simpsons, but it's definitely good. It's the first season, so it will improve as time goes on. The first season of Futurama I enjoyed, but it wasn't that great. Same thing with The Simpsons. It's one of those things where shows get better, they have to find their ground, and their characters and everything, they improve. But overall, I enjoyed these characters. Bean, she's fun, she's cool. Lucy's the kind of bastard friend, kind of like Bender. Elfo was kind of... I didn't like his character. They're going kind of for like a Fry type character. He's the idiot, nice kind of character that has a big crush on the main female lead. Like I said, like Fry had a crush on Leela. He's kind of like a similar character, but he's much more boring. Like, I like Fry as a simpleton. He was a nice guy from the past and everything. But not Elfo. Elfo, I didn't care for too much. A little bit more towards the end, he kind of grew on me, but he was kind of boring. The supporting cast is fun. John DiMaggio plays the king. Zoro, I can't remember his name. Zolo. Anyway, he does a fantastic job. He did Bender's voice in Futurama, which is really fantastic, so it's good to see him back. A lot of voice actors from Futurama are back. You can tell their voices, doing odd voices throughout the show, which is really fun. So the voice acting is on point. The main actors are really good. The extras are really good. Like I said, it's very comedic and fun. I like a lot of the writing. A lot of the jokes are fun. I think one of the things that I did not enjoy is that they didn't take advantage of the medieval setting, because The Simpsons takes place in the present. It's a present family kind of show. Futurama is obviously in the future, and this is set in the past. The 1800s, I guess you would say. It's a fantasy land, so back in the Dark Ages, essentially, in a fantasy world. But I don't think they take too advantage of it. There's a lot of episodes where there is fantasy-based ones, and they're a lot of fun. But then there's some where they're just kind of there. Like, this storyline can happen in a normal show. Like, she throws a party at her house, essentially. That's not big fantasy-esque. I mean, it's the castle, but it's kind of whatever. So I don't think they take full advantage of the setting, which I hope they do in the second season. Which this show ends surprisingly in a cliffhanger. It didn't have me shocked. I'm interested in what happens next, but it wasn't like a big, like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. it was somewhat predictable by the end of the last episode, but it is interesting that it ends at a cliffhanger, and they're definitely going with something different towards this show than the last two shows that Matt Groening made. But like I said, this is a fun show. I really enjoyed it. If you like Futurama and the early Simpsons episodes, maybe even the new ones, you will enjoy this show. It is fun. It has that quirky Matt Groening type style. I don't know if he got some of the old writers from his other shows or whatever, but I think he did, because it kind of does feel that way. A lot of the jokes are fun and very clever, which I really enjoyed. Some dumb ones and some that didn't make any sense, but like I said, they're finding their ground. So it's just the first season, 10 episodes. They're almost about 30 minutes. I think some are over 30 minutes. They're mostly 28 minutes, I want to say. So it's not the usual 22, with the commercials and everything adds up to 30. So it is 28 minutes, but it's good content. It's good fun. It's the first season. I don't know if they got greenlit for a second season, but I'm pretty sure they will. It's a fun show. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to watch it again. It's one of those shows that I can see myself watching again. Like, I watch Futurama all the time because I just love it. And I think with more seasons and more growth, this show will get there. I hope they do more standalone episodes. The whole overarching storyline wasn't too fantastic. It was good. It was decent, but I liked it better when it was just standalone episodes. And I kind of hope they focus on that. Not that the overarching storyline was bad. It just wasn't great. So I give this show an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's great, fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time, and I think you will enjoy it as well. Like I said, if you're a fan of those other Matt Groening shows or just animation, it's good, clever adult animation. There are drugs and sex, but it's not over cuss words. It's not too bad. Like, it's Netflix, so they can get away with a lot more than other shows do. But they keep it pretty tame. They don't do shock humor for the sake of shock humor, which is good. One of the things I was afraid they might do. And a lot of shows do that. So, fun show. Like I said, I definitely recommend it. So, if you watch this show, what did you think? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Which of Matt Groening's shows do you like better? Simpsons, Futurama, or Disenchantment? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.